tamira ko abe UDP sambala min tole ani ay mune yitandi
ni move ya men yitandi wala mu ko mbe futa kan election oto mo be yalon bi hani menu ye fannene ko baroye mol disappoint back kantung nyin transitiono anyanta tinale num bi nga na constitutional soto na institutional nge be protect na soldaro nge walk out in such a way and see count on them bari bi barola fita moli election o diala ko ala ate abaji kerim bata bantola pour ya kanta ngamira time jamale west parinta ma blame kantu menketa barola wala mu ko wo jamale badala ndaysan ya sirandi ka faye be winiro kele bari tele ba sirinje bari tol fango ya lonne ko barote gambia sambanola anyanta sambala no nyame asikara karang what I call accept. Birinta aje bari ka paro ka bori Assemblée nationale ola aka bori député ola ngalo ata fambulu kotenke yemo do tame yala no minim parti oto ga fay dembo by force malo ya dunni muna kono fo sai akata dembo by feality aka men ka samba bi abe silari abe jara reng don teteri malom mbedu wala dembo ye ay bo dembo by force yato ay bo dembo by fear yato ay mur wala dembo by force to gambianol ya respect min sangol men be abe kerola UDP ya to fo dawoda mol ya lon ko jata balon bari biya felenting ya ke dembo by fiati ndembe be duwala ndo lafto mo be duwaye aye bo nyin kono ando hanimbe aman tarde nimbi aye mira membe na kala December on the 5th nyinti je kotenke ay membe do ko be tinyabulu ata ko ngulinde no la santo kotenke ntaman wish aye lafta men folali wolom ko biring Usainu Dabe for foreign ministerial sane be educate be finance ntata tubabudu 1,700,000,000 million ye wala di mol birana ta commencé ta amam 1.5 million fango use wo kodo to kantu ni be o nyin kala nu nata bi akonu ngala fita 10 million borola ala fita development tolla aya be work out ten bi na lopitano fenete mankela je bari birin tubaro le jedo commencé ta ñu moto sangol nim fengol bela banta yela kodo muta afele Gambia be men kono bi na député ol men ke sito ko se ka fo we a independent and sovereign ibe fannene la banko men man constitutional soto banko men fangola sollarol ta kantanola banko men yarum foreigners lebelari nga kan wonte banko independent ngoti nga gambianol jay kandu gambianol mo forolete ni wonte nun men keta jang abe tomolt balek dila bari la patient so kono o ba tinale very soon December karo UDP ba gagnero kala UDP ba tanna tubabu du anim dunya bankol be Gambia respect isagency muru kotenke Gambia toye respect Gambia diamuta dawoda molu salonko ni mo foro bankolati ni mo serious bankolati andala mol la peta develop
nga fam kabir wadu na constitutional reject from the National Assembly ye kacha sodo no with Lamin Jai mi alon ko defo nga follow bari wo kacha nyin kono ye kono to dia do kije e kaytani ko amanya na sonna no o ambassador foreign wol mulbi dang ayewol bay iko bari abine danku na wol male abina sonna wol male bari amanya na kelal fon na taje constitutional nafta ka murundina because of some pressure ya wolo nyaadi le
long because I call madam abanyanna kela ando nyenu wololam all the time be economic jokan no ukola ate ko aman lafi kawoluje abaya fan somurola wo soro wo mule atinna faye muruikan bari sangi fatala le andon respecto wole atinna ibe deri iba jube kan kantum atele be siring andon gambia mol mu constitutional people leti wala atinna be siring babatun kan December karo aba kala paray mol tarrendi ba na ya taranum baroka jara I am in 100 and something million menke constitution not it's a 3 years deal equal after 5 years ya 5 years soto moti fem fola no ne another 5 years soto bari be lari fanna to certain extent be pusele koye 15 years nyininka wole atina bawo nyum 5 years koye membe bolaje iko te sonna wala wallahi ya nene nte bala fatale andum mang lafi ay dum a very funny position. Kantung on the 5th na manke president Kotenke. Abajela ni mol membebe around him. Ibebe te yemanna. Ibate kilintula. 1 ita mutala moti Kotenke me yalla hido so. 2 abe very lonely la. 3 ibe kisi rol kela. Andung kujamal be jela. Me yalon ko ate make doron make bari aya totinya bi asa nole ay resign ntebe mem folaye na ya fankanu ay wole soto against himself aya fan yamari ko ntede baro ba decide le ko ni no so membe around me ko saim fama felenti mbesila kan ko tombinta ñing election o winna andum faale fa saatanye lafita nalla hidole di la gambianol te lola ñing election o to bem fang organize la ben parti o organize la ninna motolu ninna molu nga jube mol men be kala foroti ye na ye lompe sinna parti o dada sanje lulu ñaato natra hanimbi political di atanye nsim fan train nsakata o satina mota fola nya koten koy man la hido soto o satina malu ba men nyanta boylan kan de fenkela ñin du sano aka munta ko duo membe sano ma sabita kan duo ba koma on the 5th of December ni result of fintita fo paro lusta saba kungo tournela anda be duo kununa du sano te value soto la kotenke kantata fango ya lonka ka membe fo hani kuma killing aman lala bari ye barola brain le mutebulo kono andung ika fo tubabol ka fo menye. Let us enjoy it as long as it lasts. Huh? Ngabi lungo me abanta o sataran tol yenna buntu ngolo. O dono ne atinna bije bari ka membe fae iman lala iba nene kan atambita nene rola fan abele bulola kono yala lahido bondi yala respectability bondi sain fan ali ajale nabe tambila mo buka attention pe ali nga duwa doron andu wole atinam jusulata ko UDP mol beba foko ali nga na campagne ke provocation on kanan dankun wala ali nga balang koten kan nendi role la mo parti baleti mo men kan nendi roke akake weakness leto andong ñu weakness amanke parti la symbolote ali nga kata nga futa December kono with dignity nga peace soto na banko kan nga transition okay quickly nga tama kan na constitutional soto can army reorganize, can medical services all very organized. And when Europe face Kotenke, immediately, Sane, anin Dabo, tolle tamata dollar beto, akodo bela rinje. 1 million oltonin konung na ya tara baro kole nung, alapta 50 million dela nung. Pour que l'hôpital dada ka borolu sang ka masinolu sang a bebe safering nukur na karmandunje molbe mol respect la wo respectability lafta gambianol be ya di fangola ni ya mo sang ya $25 wala $50,000 di tela yete sang inyante kungo jimilale kanto ite imando kuila banko e kotenke ido kutela posola ni wonata ke wo mari me yete sang ka foye ko hani respect killing ata sotole ando an be sabala ina bebe boyla malo kono andu wo alinga kata na foroya kun na lo na jibe ko gambianol generational men nanta nala nye be makoy gambia bi asi poro soto afrika to me yalon ko atele warala porol beti kantum gambien ya jabe existing tubabol ya create le doron because ala jio ala bajio wala atina automatically brinata independence la gambia brinata kata independence di gambia kata boko africa la supermarket mali ay mall approach pour ka foko il a fait la marchandise o katambini gambia wo memba kela ibajala ko kulungol ni nata jang ya marchandise sol jindi mune atena mbe juto nam fanna nsi railway line o dada no ay ta fo kungel kabo kawur koma kata fo kungel wo be malila marchandise o bele dunila wo kola wo be bama ko be connect ring Burkina Faso la Côte d'Ivoire isaja Africa sala railway system anda bunda mo Gambia let because Gambia is the most commercial point in West Africa wala independence sala kola mo wuli jolle ka bonum Senegal kanela marchandise sol sanja kana jutum fanna ngan kungol selendi santo nga pare pour ka jeko nga Gambia la dignity diala ay ke banku doyari ngoti bara ay ke commercial and political center ibe more respect la na dignity to kali ajele birin kelobe kering Guinea Bissau Gambia atay kelo stop where tra Guinea Conakry in Senegal be yela ami kije ntol tata nga kata fo mane ni viera kachata fo nga wo stop men nata keboto Gambia wayata botaje bari banku ninte Gambia ti alin kana jutum fanna mandunga ku jamal la soto al yalon ko gas be jembi al yalon ko petrol be jambi once waketa fonga commencé na petrol ni na gas ñol mala electricity to banna banko kan ni electricity man banna banko kan industrial bele be borila nan kana jang pour nga investment do ko be soto la molie ba de wali nga lonko Gambia la population is half the population of Dakar. Dakar is 4 million inhabitants, Gambia is 2 million. Kao banku sifa develop depends on the know-how. The unfortunate thing is Baro amalong anyanta menukela men be around him imawa hammo soto andu yalong the best way is to tuluno bankola kodola wale mu kate misinform mira koy ba ma koy kan bari fenne ma move ni Baro wulita kabita petrol station on University Jobe ha mune ati na nyinata kayta l'hôpital Jobe afango eta prisonol Jobe afango eta dula dol Jobe ay marsewol Jobe ay tanna bada la ya jibe membe keri Gambia ika fayen num the smiling coast bichol be seneyaring tubabol bi nakan nit ñi covid tata tubabu jumala bi lafita tala sanyam bi chotani mo sunkango membije. So parenting from the smiling coast, we have become the stinking and smelling coast of Africa. Alinga katanga o bondije, and the earlier o bondije, the better. Thank you.
Doctor, you kuma jamal le fojam. And you cool mil fojam to le ko bankul katano wala nyama. So doctor atulbe parerin kajoko no UDP masakunda nata albal bloka ful honorable Usain Dabo Male kajoko gambe futa bimbe men ko.
Of course, mbe wala kala andu ngamira ko mo bela fenkole mo bela responsibility. Mbe dame mbe float kanne banko jiba be loring mol ma mo makoy ha pour ye lolu men nantan na dindigon la karangwan everything ima okay. So fontolu be nsa arrange nim banko bandala bankolo pour que Gambia la fenko din nanga exemple o din sanji kononto Gambia ba katakan pour que part of francophonie ma foko ketale boko Senegal ñol ni francophone bankol no wobo institutionality birin Gambia be dul naje I balanta Saudi Arabia has to apply again bari wo advantage o men di molla aliaje wo wato every time Francine Colby naja ntol manke naive people ti Angleterre Europe anim bankudol Asia nin la fol bele more respect no woto mo nin diamuta United Nations and Security Council ikalla moy ntolle atina Libya la molu ime samba kitiola America wala Angleterre ntolle proposal di ko le try in a third country nga ku jamal le sot karanal te banna jang bari be nyanta focus la alkame moy every time alinga ke kilinti alinga unite Gambian kilinti jam member for a hanin kanta unite bari mbuka never the first step ta pour ka okay ni ko alinga unite for a move biri ko alinga unite pour ka coalition government ka pour ka yaaya jam bondi jam unite anata then you more I am all disappointed I ata afambulu khanim binte ma understand courage jumale baro pousser not only among tol makoy pour kany interim period soto pour kana institutional bambandi baraye mira kate fongole la fita sila pour sanje kanni nga fo kotenke ndum ba repeat la mbala fataya man la fi ay tardé ñine mala opportunity ti hanni be wuri kanga tulole kono be mengo mem folaye a fo kon tele ba decide lam fangoye lafita la hido di la bankola kotenke ntete lola ñing election naye okay aba fan sambala santo andu na pareta dunna politiko to asi sanji lulu sota be ko study la nyama ba fan organize la nyamen o kola ba jere jumanyo lom foroti ala patrioti then in 5 years naka la fita lola mota bale lala bari naka betala abe lola aba fan tinyala ngolu men biya ba pousse kan ite fenkeno laye o satara e banko tarden o jumalam dunya kono abe lafila ka fop Gambia mol yako ali karto fany o ko lay kay ko na le karto fany ntede man la na soldaro lafta Senegal ni Afrika banko lembak ila independence sole ila foroyale
it's not about time pour kaje ko ke fandalindi ila mansa ila sojarol la ila police la ke fandalindi wala fo president so keno le ban kata ila installation do ke visit
ko tardeta na ya tara baro bi antele afoye ya je mansa ay sembe bala soto na je non soldarol at some point fang ibebe ya jamme ko manu ha pa hobs at fango militaire role tinu any civilian ate o kenola ka army control no mboko ya jamme tata soldarol be tranquille bela dulato natra right from the start baro tata non amito anin soldarol yi diam ay confidence lila ntele ya foye ko wo soldarol wolle nationalistic ta itenin teti iteni tate be do ko nyinina ilaftela contribution o di la bankola ye kumoy ibe wole ke kan pour yela life spend pour yela banko fanke ye kango sinti santo ya lon ko be lori la banko ne kum kata drafuri kata nyum banku dol mento mel ye respecte ni kenu ni o kenu tenum bi na ami bije kantung iman la fi fenne kala membe negative atra bandi army olon tenum makangol soto do banko kan bari yela foroyal muta isita munesi mo kamfandino aye malundi foy ka wandi banko la solaro yeso fa la banko kan ila mol men lela wala la president man so alimbe yakata andum be menkela be mem fola nim pareta ni ngaw commencer ala le alonko Gambia
so akonta docteur tebe Gambian ko jigindi kanko leadership sulata wala nyaton ko kendo nin na nyaton ko kendo so dron dunia kono dunia mansolo o dunia bankolo ya hamo so le pour Gambia
audit department ñoli be ñin karo kala bari mo bu katchet say mol be mol la jaxaran ko dol be suñala andu mote fem fola so on man la fita men na doron wolum ka leader very good leadership soto enlightened leadership na institution betul soto institutional betul ye planificational ka jiben na poro muniati namba transform la ke poro ti for the whole of West Africa nga railway line soto jang boko nunto 80-something% of the goods that came to the Gambia were exported into other countries. Now, if we expand our port so that when ships come, they spend only one or 2 days to unload. Mali, Burkina Faso, all of them. And you will link it with railways. Why? Let us be ambitious. Let us be ambitious that we can build up an infrastructure of communication and commerce that will stem from the Gambia, and it will become an international port for West Africa.
Thank you very much. Mbadungul wala mo honorable Sidat Jobe albe akalam ranyaming mole me yalon ko addo ko ke Gambie kabir jawra jamano fo ya jembe jamano fo bi nyimbaro jamano addo ko ke akono ala hamobe mum men wala nyundo ko kaje ko Gambie kendo soto ala yamoy la ko manyimal mil fo jang kabir na commence la karola ban poro la karola ban security la karola ban ay jamol mel ke jamol le mel yalon ko ay bonda sonno mo ko na bondi from the deep of his heart pour ka amuta kadi Gambien ko la abe Gambien ko be la man yan la ko na boda ala bal inshallah on the 4th of December ni a Gambien ko le 4 fay yadi loya honorable Ousainou Dabola nyim banko nyim abe jikila ko nyim banko nyim be bolale bayri ngalen loya Dabo ko mudu me ya lonko rolle dunya yaay num kamol kaka european lo kala mutandi ka foy ko pour ye Gambien mako tumala melo Gambien so le mako rola anu ansanye ay Gambien ko la man yandi ko a to ko dol men so international organisation yo lay do men di Gambia la ansay be pare na kaw lay do nyum timmade bal so le men wala nyum ko nyaado ko kendo pour ka ko baro ka ko do men ka fa ko an ñinol fon le ba so le o ñino ñum pray nano o ko do pray nano dron nyaado ko kendo mbol andum on the 4th of December ba fu le Gambien ko le ko al 4 fay your excellency honorable lawyer Ousainou Numukunda Dabo wi Dabo on the 4th of December
andum kana ñina ku kelin doronna wolo nga baajiyo men soto a ñonte Africa pangoto kanta dele doromu baajiyoti me yalong 300 kilometers kulum balu si borakan jiome mbije ninga irrigation oke nsi banko ogla konoto beke kunkolti not only mbem fangola manol ni na da fengol be fila but in West Africa and in Africa banko dol be nsi feed no.
Yeah, thank you very much. Allah baraka badon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Sion muy ko talibi nga eb masa moto ñuy daw ci ko Ambassador His Excellency Dr. Mamadou Lamine Sidat Jobe mfangola kiba mba kontona
Mbem Fama Kontona, Honorable Mbemba Tambedu, former minister, former ambassador, me alonko mfango Fama leng, a dingol wolen tirti ni wolle kuluta lamin sato kono, mba fanan Kontona. Mbe Abdou Njai Kontona, famous for now 3 years. Aji Yamunda Yawo, Your Excellency. Aji Yamseka, Your Excellency, man demlen teda nelaw rewmi enako mo man mako wax man Modou Sabally inshallah taala. Luma dega si kaddu fi si Abdou Wilane si Omar Sanyang man xawma lan la fay waxati man suma liggéey parena. Military expeditions la am rek suma military advisor si advise nañ Operation Leopard demba duga nañ si ala bi waaye next expedition Operation Octopus la koy natu carton yépp la ñoo spread. Operation Octopus nak mun tekki mooy li parti di da wax ganaar bu repa di kibir yi kilifa yi ñu tasaaroo nag bàyyi ko si digga fan la moo dem loolu mooy Operation Octopus. maa ngi sant yàlla bu baax subhanahu wa ta'ala si cër bi man dawi Gambia jox in every political party nag including NPP. Baro yam fateyele man la fi kelo e banjuna by December fundinke be ko abina mbabulo dila His Excellency la ifango fama the Honorable Alhaji Usenu Numukunda Dabo President in waiting Gambia fundinke be ma fufule o fode kaatu ñun ko bota dame ko fufule wol bi jele a fufule o be dawada arama baro ata Gambia fundinke o a baraka ringo a karanna a meketio men la duwa jabida wol be na Usen Dabo la fatiyo ko jani December inshallah taala. Abdou Wilane mangla gërëm di la santa the trust and confidence you've bestowed in me. I saw it some 5 years ago. Like you said, when we met in prison at Mile 2, the greatest university in the world. Yep. Omar Sanyambe Tentulambe Jaila. These young people are among the tens of thousands of mentees I have in the Gambia, in Senegal, in Egypt, in Rwanda, in America, in England, all over the world, either directly or indirectly, and they trust my judgment. And wherever I go, I know the best and the brightest youths of this country will go there, and that is the home of His Excellency Alhaji Usenu Dabo, the United Democratic Party. I don't have a doubt about it. Omar Sanyang ning Abdou Wilane ni meta kachalale Omar Yafo nyame nte bukat mo forcer na politiko kono nte role be GDC le be NPP be PDOIS muka mo forcer bari ni ka kachale nga hadama ya nyin tengi advice le la 5 years kabri koy ba kelan koy tanati je constitution o wala ke bari nga ke Cairo kono anin tengo e koy nin 3 years be meeting lan koy altalia ke I was your advisor and I'm not afraid of saying it. Because you believe in something, and I'm not going to stop you from pursuing your path. Our collective interest is peace, security, development, human rights, freedom of expression and association. Allah tawalla, UDP laf tawalla, Abdou Njai laf tawalla, Jernyal le farata, kondante yalta al tema. So nin tata fo, alko, baro for 5 years, baro yemen for social contract, 3 years lem. Ako atakela no ay dalilo men fo men kum mayata dalilo beto ako constitution o man pare ba constitution o kum mayata de nyim fondin kewol kay ha sa mbe dandana for 5 years ba o constitution o wala fo barona ta muneke Mr. Mbaye albe diamo talala ndebe diamo la mukala fi interruption la de ku bale be jambi Gambia la tariko le falin nabi adunga chabo be His Excellency Alhaji Usenu Dabo indini wona raw chabo le dial iko constitution o 5 years Baro nata o constitution o me alonko ako man pare ate jilano 3 years adama baro e wole buruka batilan batarokan constitution o iko wala tne ko 5 years o constitution e ya buruka ye député wol sang ani la fambo ati député wol ani nafi kol meni alonko ni tonya o ye eta fola so long as tonya be UDP le bulu eta sonna tonya la ni me ke ko be dol dundi la jahannama la ndela ko wo constitution o baroko fanan woye buruka tuma meng banko la namu kodo dala si million keme million tang ani woro wo dapan staje mun kama ako 5 years man kanyang ako 10 years man kanyang ako 15 years Omar Sanyang ñin la bango ni ngi commanding ka fo ñaadi le Gambia for 15 years. Wala kata. Gambia for 15 years. I'll go 5 years. 5 years mun kama constitutional alka lafta constitutional tama ay constitutional buruka kata ko sanji tanni lulu anyanta wala sila katu atele jato fa mo mama ko ragaluma ken suma hebe Yaya Jammeh mo gëna garaw Yaya Jammeh dafa gina fi motax ngay wax lulu yow xam nga ko Yaya Jammeh xam na la amuloo fit liggéey loo fit dara ñu fi liggéey ñooy Ajiyam Seka mooy Ajiyam Yaabo ñooy famille Peters mooy Abu Karamba Gassama mooy Buba Samura mooy Solo Kuruma mooy suma papa suma baay di lang marong yal na leen yàlla yërëm te ñooñu ñoo liggéey singul ñaasi moo liggéey hey Adama Barrow yeñi mool la kewole taa yaa buusi yaa Itanola Sidi Njai bata Equatorial Guinea amankar sabasi ya dundi State House aliena tiya tungota aliya busi tiya tiyola albe wala nyinti tiya tungo albe wala kanne de katu nyama sifa kal wali ninga o sisindi ha Adama Barrow abi dulalde adu yefinyin ko leje duno man na ntolbe His Excellency le no honorable Alhaji Ousainou Darboe mbe luwale noma mbe kayrole noma nka kayrole fo nka kayrole bara nte bola woto bari Adama Barrow isi la moli yamar fitino ko ya tuje ifango e fitina ko ya bula kana saya ku fo kuto me ya lon ko carte fayolem luwale atandina kana o Adama Barrow ila mo kalantangol men be URR men yela kodo ta ya tapale ya iko URR be bulle ntata nge malundi e konteti ta URR ngoy hajite mbuli Gambi Sara bari be folo la jele adu mala fi moyen dandang momo koy ben dandana Gambi Sara kanan dandang ndama ka nyantale ndol bata man sakki men tan bala nyani mansa ndol we are warriors we are not afraid of we are warriors. We will not be afraid of squirrels. We will not be afraid of squirrels. But Omar Sanyang Abdou Wilane, I'm saying congratulations. Abdou Njai, Yanks Dawo, Haji Swane, Allah brother soul nata ikafutalma, Cairo kang, Bunya kang, aning horomo, and I know you have embraced them. Lafta Cairo. Abdou Wilane, we the young people of this country are not going to allow any power-hungry person to divide us and rule us. It will never happen, inshallah ta'ala. Abdou Wilane Omar Sanyang, I know your potential. I know your following. I know you have tens of thousands of young people who are qualified to vote. I want to see them physically. Physically, mafo voters card. Wo fondinke wole finti yenalo Alhaji Ousainou Darboe nyato yela loyalty declare ngata December fo nga kerengol bay na tiyatu ngagang. Mbe nalal be tentula mbe jayila. In short notice, we were able to fill this hall. It just shows what Gambia kankili na bijang lafta Cairo la lafta lahidi timandola lafta democracy la sanji tankanyanta ba constitutional wolefo ye constitutional buruka iko 15 years funding kewoliye bulo loki Adama Barrow tubabol ko a word to the wise is enough. Abdou Wilane kumal lefo jande Omar Sagna kumal lefo jande Adama Barrow ngalon Science State House al BBC ringal be janne jibe kan Ajiyam Seka be janne de Ajiyam yabu yaba be janne de Adama Barrow ifa be jang be dan na jande isi la moyla mbal tentula mbal jela la baraka
Albulokasi Honorable Mamadou Sabalier. Thank you. Wala mutonati Honorable Mamadou Sabalier. Your Excellency, Campaign Manager Kalfa Sonko, Aidani Protocol Auto, Abdou Njai Bijang, just 1-2 minutes long. After you tend to coming, Motsabali Afonyamani, Abdou, Ani Omar, they were kind of rivals, but Mamfo Nyoko. So we'll have 3 years Jatna, ila Executive Bijang, ila Nyaton Ko Bijang, Abdou Njai, Your Excellency, Campaign Manager Konge Dani, a 3-minute dialogue, after you tend to run in Jairoke. Abdou Njai, Albuloko Sai.
assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Mbe nalal be kontonna mbe kontondro fololam famala minketa ba Hussein Daboti aning deputy party leader aning Aja Yamsek aning fama Tambidu aning docteur ben luntangol kontonna minketa mfon signoti Abdou Wilam na tema korda samale bije lafta min fola gambian ko le do wolam ko Abdou yalla hido la timbal birin 3 years ko sanji saba Abdou ko hani sanji lul bar sanji lulo banta ay la hido min di ayati mandel ay baro fil atefele dinna janyal falata bar kunu sudo ngami fa ngay ko kilala sayboli be mandu nyola dino kono Omar min labanta dunna ay jamalle taraje ay atambitelale mo be buka toñaje nyola bar jumalen toña moti na toña tuwo kutala nyawnya ni aje don yesongala woto Abdou mbening ila nañol be kontonna mba folali Gambia fele al fele aliyal kawdi Gambia la aliyal kawdi UDP la albe siran silang molbe ko Abdou ko anata UDP la atalabanna bantanga min foyen koy ko Abdou ko 5 years atata 5 years abanta abota je woto UDP abetale fojjanning alabe Gambia kala nyama assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah
Abdou Ndiaye Abaraka, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Molbe Tenkum Bake, Galamoy, Abdou William, Ini Omar, Mete Momentum, the party leader Kumandila, Secretary General of the United Democratic Party, flag bearer of the United Democratic Party, waiting president of the Republic of the Gambia, 2021 presidential elections, inshallah on the 1st of December. Your Excellency, Allah Yusin. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Okay, sir, a little more, please, a little more.
Mbe aje Yamundao Seka aje Yamundao Yabo, National President, aje Yam Seka, Deputy Party Leader, former Ambassador Mohamed Lamin Sidat Jobe, former Deputy High Commissioner Bemba Tamedu, Bajan Kamara, Deputy Chairperson, KM Region, Campaign Manager, Mamadou Sabali, the main man behind this event. You cannot have any better description of you than that given by Mr. Villan about you. Abdou Villan, Omar Sanyang, ani momen bebe maberin jada duka diamula alal hakatumoli. Balbe kontonna. Bi Gambia sewota le bi di manke UDP damana sewoti Gambia bele sewota bi ning 5 years for peace building and 2 years jotna ning wolu sita kene killing waytande ka foko Gambia be mu kankilindati kuna ne man fata adum be nyim banko nyi ala nyatota be wala ham nyim banko ya be nga kule jen lata menna be nga kule jen lata menna dol ko la hido dol ko tonya la hido bar loi fana yemem fo ko be nga bulanta noma akana ke fitnati alhamdulillah ñing movement flol be ibe yeta itale banko kan dunia be fana ya sede ya ngala tendu ka fako o beketa fitna manke banko kan bi Mr. Villan Sanyang Koring, you are all welcome to the United Democratic Party. You have been able to join the United Democratic Party today because you share our values, you all share the same values, bear the same aspirations, all sort of for this country. And certainly, that will get the bounty may sit in your bala. And that bond, I think, will remain forever. Now, the 3-year Jotna President Bijang, Mr. Abdunjal, let me recognize and appreciate recognize your presence and acknowledge your presence here. Kafako, baka usiya men fala kutubol to ala kabandol to ko alinga wali badalin kana janjang mume ka mune ben janjan la acrimony UDP ma acrimony kanko di walale wala na all throughout our political career come preach is peace, non-violence, that every Gambian has a right to his or her opinion. However foolish and stupid, that every man is entitled to his or her own opinion. And you cannot coerce anybody to espouse and embrace your views when he does not believe in them. That is why the leaders of the UDP had been very, very reticent, very careful of what we say about the peace building for 5 years, because we believe that these are views, and those views must be respected. We may disagree with them. And now, Miracle, you have taken the right decision. You have taken the right decision to come and join the United Democratic Party. A decision made along Kafoko will earn you a place in the history of this country. Because really, 5 years build for peace building, joining the United Democratic Party is a major political decision. Mayor Alon Kafoko cannot be ignored by people who will write the political history of this country. So you have earned in yourself a place in the history of this country. You are in fact earning a greater place because you are coming to join the rest of the patriotic Gambians who are going to usher in a new political dispensation. Political dispensation, Mayor Alon Kafoko, will take into consideration, will take into account the views expressed by the majority of the Gambian people. You are going to be part of the people who are going to usher in that political dispensation. And I'm particularly happy, Kafoko, Mr. Willan joining with us here, is sending message loud and clear to the demanding phobics. Kafoko Mandinka phobia has no place in this country. You are demonstrating that United Democratic Party is constituted as comprised of several tribes in this country, and those who are on the false track of with their Manding phobic agenda. You have shamed them. But this party is not a Mandinka party. And there are several others like you who do not belong to the Mandinka tribe, who have embraced the United Democratic Party and working tirelessly day in, day out. Ajam Saka is a founding member of the United Democratic Party. Ajam Munda Yabo is a founding member of the Democratic Party. And I see other people in the crowd here who are non-Mandinkas who have been founding members of this party. So you're joining us today. It's really giving a lot of credence to what we have always been saying. But let the detractors continue to paint us what we are not. And in fact, as they do so, they do not get the right image, because you cannot get, the right faces when what we are doing is false. So, Ngal, welcome to the United Democratic Party. Ko Nyimbanko until letamo. We own it together. The detractors, what United Democratic Party Munesoto. We cannot guarantee any contracts. We cannot guarantee any employment any place. So what do we have to do? Your conscience, your belief in your country, your desire to uplift the conditions of non-Gambian people, will join us, so that together this great crusade will go through it. Ni wal falma fana ala fo ko atel dal tawalla so aliyamira kafoko alcohol mel so non tel fana mo character. You are not men of that character. Yeah? After all, you decided to join that movement not because of any monetary considerations. I believe le kafoko aliya join le because you believe in the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia. And that belief is not ingrained in you because of money. Kodoma Kende. So, we are welcoming you to United Democratic Party, but we still have a lot of work to do. B, there will be a lot of disinformation about you. Al-mumenti, al-mankementi, babela falalma. There will be a lot of, character assassinations that they'll embark on privately dropping it in the ears of people. Kadu kudukit lol kono. Abdullah betene, Omar Sanyam betene. Bar kunung, e boku makurol men fa kalma, kunung, e malkan nabiyo molti bar yalke woli olti. So this is the threat of people melalon kafako to nya wo muitanolete. Funding called Bijeto, National Youth President, or former National Youth President of 5 years peacekeeping. Former National Youth President. So, what you tell Melan Kafka, you led them. Melan Kafka, they had confidence in you. They trust your judgment. And they believe that you will never mislead them. They believe Kafako, if Telbe Mento in Niboleto, Gambia, ye, please, Afoeko, Ebota Jetole. Let them come back. They will try to resist or try to blockade Kelly. But near blockade Ke, Natai Santola, Naji Dumala, and we'll get them. So I know in Melbedo Colony they have enormous confidence in you, both of you. So Wamolu, Mr. Willan, ila fonko accolades nyolenta kabonde ba fole ko Mr. Secretary General, because it's not because it's not just one Secretary General. Assistant Secretary General, Secretary General here, Secretary General there, and very important organizations. And I know each of those organizations do still have some influence with some of them. And an important organization to which you belong is the transport union. The economy of this country, the transport union plays very vital role in the economy of this country, because you are engaged in the ferrying of goods from here to Fatoto, from here to Koina. And Allah union in any country, the union is one of the most powerful, because they can paralyze the economy at any time. But I know that people like you will never do anything that will lead to the paralyzing of the economy of this country. You will do everything to ensure that the economy of this country moves on. You will do everything to make sure that Gambia economy is invigorated. So you will not really be one of those people who will get involved in activities. But your union is very important, and tell your union that UDP, Lompatioti, and we are asking for your endorsement. In fact, it happens all over the world. Unions to endorse party candidates, to endorse parties. And I'm sure enough can happen, Janto. Probably your union can start cranking about it. Be disturbed back. Kadu ngako kumbo njandele. Being a story moile about some drugs. The Melmuta Senegalese authorities know the Melmuta, and I'm told that it's morphine. Morphine mu luntambale nyimbanko kam. Nka memwe janto cocaine, mostly cocaine, and sometimes heroin. But morphine is is a stranger to this country. In fact, Kabringa Moy, I remind Case Lela, as a doctor, was administering morphine to a patient, father, and our phone call, our defense was that I was easing the passing off. But that shows how morphine as menke no more. Why is our country being used as a transit point? Morphine, mala origin sort of Gambia Janto. Nara kavuko koko jambalomo. Sano kavuko here wo ni tata maybe dula adulto. It's ika cultivate jeto. But morphine, no. Apotamin tole. Kanaka dung Gambia Janto. Feba bola kabo di Gambia Janto. Kasamba Senegal febe mutla jeto. Hey, alinga kafunyoma. Nabanko tobe tinyala. signing Gambian Tata International Airport to Ibe Jubela, Ibera Baga Soltale Ba Wistela, because imagine la Kavako Foben drug or Betambika, Purcasamodulanto. Let us redeem our content. Ngana bankota bandiol bulu. Ngadi Gambia dinila. Hani aja mera jamanoda. Gambia to mantinya ten way. Drug kola. Sinyaki o big man for. Ibadi yamol mo yamutale. Ye prosecute. Imeta jail janto. Fajani be yam falema. But jang mol be nyong kuru yake la bankoka. Eta hani jela. You don't trace them. That is not possible. It's not because of the incompetence of the security. I don't think it is because the security are incompetent. It is on the willingness, the unwillingness on the part of those responsible. Instead of the main intelligence unit of this country, the main intelligence apparatus, the SIS, instead of Yenyum Kusifal address, what are they busy about? Trying to get people from the Barrow camp to see President Adama Barrow and try to strike a deal with them. We have been told, I'm a SIS Director General facilitator, that's what we read. He should be concerned about other things, not trying to get support for President Adama Barrow, not trying to use his office to get support for President Adama Barrow. Mr. So, I ask you to put your men on duty so that these criminal activities that are taking place in this country can be nabbed. Yeah. If you don't, we know that you are complicit in this because you cannot be incompetent. Allo parapatu be. But you can go on clandestinely arranging for meetings between President Barrow and people who wish to support, place their loyalty to President Adama Barrow. You can do that for whatever reason. Otherwise, we'll continue to have such public officers in our institutions who will not cease to be political, who will only be pursuing the political interests of their political masters, and that we cannot afford. We don't want that in this country. Intelligence officers, that's not their role.